reversed it into a victory. So
that was a ridiculous game.
Yep, he has shown to be a massive playmaker if given that Shin. We've already seen Insec earlier in the day showing off the power of Shin in the LPL.
Very popular. Unlimited Potential decide to answer by picking up Nunu for Amy, and that's going to be Kog'Maw for Sketch.
Amy doesn't really perform very well on Nunu. It does empower kind of his natural tendency to be aggressive and to wander into the enemy jungle and just like eat things. Nunu is a bit on the way out, especially as, again, we're transferring from 5.12 to 5.13. Still on 5.12 for this game, but the carry junglers are on the way in. That said, does synergize very well with little Kog'Maw, empowers him with the Blood Boil, lets him do his little auto attacks, as well as creates that massive school zone with the absolute zero for Kog'Maw to play in safely.
Very strong composition indeed. Looks like IG are going to commit to a similar AD carry lane. Actually, no, this is completely different.
The last time Invictus Gaming found success, it was on a Vayne Echo comp, though.
We'll have to see if that works out for them, as it is locked in. Hart currently hovering in Yorick. I'd be surprised to see that one locked in.
I forgot to I forgot to point out that it forced the Echo first pick forced Unlimited Potential to second rotation Victor, just because you cannot let Echo and Victor on the same team, just because of this stacking Venn diagram of all of the CC, the parallel convergence on the gravitational field onto the Chaos Storm through a laser and then a Q in there.
Yeah, that's a lot of AoE damage that you don't want stacking, but just like that, we've got our final lineups locked in. It's Rumble as a last pick for long, and Unlimited Potential look to stack the AoE with this comp.
Yeah, it's a protect the AD carry composition versus pretty much the same thing on the other side. You got the Shin, you got the Lulu. It's Kid versus Sketch. Difference is Sketch showed up last game.
Yeah, he definitely did, with an 11-11 score and an enormous amount of MVP points. I think he got 137 for that win. Played out of his mind. Here you can see the rosters. Kakao on Echo, taking it away from Amy and putting him onto Nunu. And here are the mid laners, Rookie and Punished.
But in the bottom lane where it's really going to count, it's going to be that Vayne versus the Kog'Maw. Two hyper-scaling AD carries, Kid versus Sketch.
Yeah, a very strong duo out of those two. We'll see who ends up coming out on top. Despite an attempted lane swap in the previous game, it was answered. So can we expect something similar this time around?
It's more so going to be a question of if they decide to lane swap, does it again go back to their plan of put Kakao down? It's going to be much more difficult to do now that he has his hands on the Echo. That said, Nunu can still freely walk into anyone's jungle at any time and just eat everything.
Yeah, alrighty. Well, we're going to go ahead and get ready for this game. Most certainly was, and this is IG versus Unlimited Potential. We're getting into game number 2. UP took game number 1 in a convincing fashion. This is week 8, set 2, game 2. IG versus UP.
Game 1015. Next time on LPL.
Oh, that ward actually ended up getting cleared by IG right there.
He's already ahead. The CS went to Kitties. It's over, boys. He's got over perfect CS.
Yep. Can confirm.
Get him. Sick him. Okay, it's a standard 5-point. Doesn't look like anyone's setting up for a lane swap. That said, a trick can be that if you walk in, you appear on a ward, you then walk back into Fog of War, press B, and then run to the opposite side of the map, but does not look like that's going to be the case for anyone.
Oh.
Didn't suspect any sort of lane swap. These teams typically don't like to do them.
Rookie's like, do you smell Sasquatch? I feel like I smell Sasquatch.
It smells awful. Punished. Does not look pleased.
Yeah.
He never looks pleased.
After his performance in the previous game, I feel like he really should.
Anytime, it's almost like Pawn, too. Whenever Pawn or Punish, they do something amazing, or even Uzi, it just like the camera shows on them straight face, like stone face. Uzi needs to get like, I don't know, a hexakill before that guy starts smiling.
Either a hexakill or the opportunity to last pick Vayne into a team comp that doesn't work with Vayne. Oh.
Kitties.
Yeah, he does get the ward down over the wall. I don't think he'll be able to steal away the Krug camp, but just get some vision of the blue buff. 4 members of Unlimited Potential, and Kitties still gets to walk in for a deep ward.
That said, with that ward, he now has eyes about where Amy started on the map. So we'll now see how Kakao uses that information as he's pulling his own red buff.
we'll definitely have to keep an eye on Kakao's gank paths with that Echo. If any champion has creative pathing, it's going to be Echo, and the guy to make it happen is Kakao.
Now, Kakao was stalled out last game. See if he finds more success. His kid just gets punched in the face.
Yeah, tagged.
Tag's a good word.
Concussive blow. Tag, you're it. Oh, now Scatches it. Let's see who's Scatch gonna tag. I think he's content to be it for a while, actually. He's like, yeah, okay, why not?
A lot of respect. Long, of course, showing up late. Did the wolf camp before teleporting towards the top lane, where Zatai just immediately walked in there. So both top laners level 2. The Shin versus Rumble matchup. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. Certainly has. I feel like we're going back to like season 3 with this.
Hart seems a little bit confused.
He's like, wait, we're not playing spot? Oh, okay.
I feel like he always does this too. So leaving Scatch in lane early just because the wave is pushing into him. And likewise, Kitties is now trying to take advantage of that, setting out deep wards. He backs, he buys a pink and a green. We'll see how deep he goes with his initial pink or if he's going to place it more defensively.
You can already see the vision for IG.
Oh
Whoa, Punish takes a lot of damage here. The auto attacks from Rookie are insistent, but he cannot commit to Punished right there. And, in fact, zones him away once again, this time at level 3 compared to the level 5 of his last game.
Rookie is so good at controlling the wave in his lane. Look at where he has it frozen. It was right in front of his tower. He was able to push Punished off the creep wave, almost take him all the way down. And you'll see Rookie do this time and time again. He knows exactly when to bounce the wave, exactly how to freeze it in front of his tower, and he's so abusive over CS.
Mm. Really tough for Punish to get some farm. You could say he's having some trouble.
Yeah, having to go the double Dorns as opposed to being able to stay in lane long enough to upgrade his Hex Core. Now the thing about Victor is he's so cost efficient for his lane phase because with that 1,000 gold he gets the evolution point as well as the scaling bonus AP and mana from the Hex Core upgrade.
Very solid buy, but Punished is not quite able to get it this time around. As you can see, we're already starting to find some CS differentials opening up. A good reset from Kid stalls the wave dead even on that bottom lane. He's already 7 creeps ahead of Scatch because of that early push. We'll have to see if he can continue to snowball that advantage. And that's actually something I want to talk about for Scatch. In game number 1, he was on the very mobile, very effective, skirting and position-based Ezreal. This time around, he's relying a lot more on his team on the very low mobility Kog'Maw.
Yeah, but he's got so many tools in front of him to assist him with that. Not only do you have the Braum to keep him safe, but likewise the zone control of Victor and Nunu in conjunction. So you are correct, not nearly as mobile as the Ezreal, but he's getting so many more tools from his team in general to assist him. So again, has a fantastic performance, steps up, says I can be the true carry, and then his team immediately gives him the responsibility to do so.
We'll see if he's going to be able to pull it off once again in game number 2. A lot of pressure riding on his shoulders to take that effective win and get the 204 unlimited potential. Luckily for him, though, his team does a lot of damage. You've got Victor, you've got Rumble, heck, even a Nunu for some snowballs.
Exactly. The fact that you have a protect the 80 carry composition, but you still have a triple threat of Victor, Rumble, and Kog'Maw, which you have essentially the same thing on the side of Invictus Gaming, but Lulu is going to be a mid-bridge champion where her power and her lane bully phase is going to bridge late game into more of a utility-oriented threat versus a straight damage threat. Shin obviously going to get super tanky. You are effectively relying entirely on Vayne and Echo, which most jungle Echoes prefer to go a more Cinderhulk tanky route than a true AP damage on hit route.
Yeah, it looks like that's what Kakao's going for currently, as he does have that Ruby Crystal. Instead of going for the boots that Amy got, some pressure from Long onto Zatai on the top side. He's just slowly trying to burn through Zatai's health. Looks like he will get a chance to recall. Up to 43 CS right now, has his teleport, should be heading right back up to the top lane while Scatch builds a big wave on the bottom. We haven't seen any sort of action from the junglers just yet. Kakao had knowledge of Amy. Let's see how he decides to make use of that.
Running down to the bot side, he can pick up his Krugs. Likewise, he'd be in the area as the wave crashes down onto his bot lane's turret. So if the enemy team decided to look for a dive, he would be in the area and prepared for a counter gank.
For the time being, however, he will just focus on those Krugs. And, you know, we're now 7 minutes into the game. It's been exceptionally calm for an LPL game. What can we expect from these teams?
Sorry, I was making up. Well, you can expect an early dragon because the team has the Nunu control, and so effectively Sketch Heart push forward in the lane. Amy knows that he's now safe to approach this dragon just because they have a numbers advantage with Kitty's forced to go back. So this is a nice clean call and opens up the 5th dragon at, you're the math major?
Eventually, 31 minutes.
Good, there we go. We got the 31-minute 5th dragon win condition already set up for Unlimited Potential because they have the Nunu pick.
Computer science.
That's math in there.
Yeah, a little bit. But
I
first
took
dragon.
art.
Yeah. First dragon secured for Unlimited Potential. That should help them work towards that dragon win condition. Now blue buff being tossed over to Punished on his recall. He is finally going to be able to upgrade his Hex Core. And Rookie on his own recall will opt for a Chalice for some sustain too.
Classic Rookie, though, as he's now opened up a CS lead close to 10. Now, the magic number that you're trying to hit is that 13, about 12 to 13 CS is the kill worth of a, or gold worth of a kill. But hold on, now on the top lane.
Zatai going with the early Bomby Cinder, trading so effectively with Long, and the Null Magic Mantle completely eliminating Kakao going for the dive. They're Stand United. They're womboing under this turret. Long isn't going to make it out of this one. First blood goes to Rookie. Kill secured.
Rookie runs up, all me, baby.
Hashtag calculated. Oh, man.
That was awesome to use the Stand United. Again, the coordination, the communication to know that they were going for the dive. The Stand United immediately into the parallel converges. No hesitation. Looks for the dive. And this is what I was talking about. The last time Kakao got his hands on Echo, single-handedly carried the game for Invictus. You cannot let him have this priority pick. Should have given them Rise. They're regretting this. Instant regret.
Oh, Kakao's already headed on his way back up there. He just got level 6. A wave should be crashing into the turret any second now. Oh man, he just needs to push it a little more. There's the parallel convergence. The taunt is going to find Long. Kakao goes forward. He's taking a lot of damage here. Kakao juggles it perfectly. Another kill for IG.
So punishing because Long had now burnt his teleport in order to catch the wave. He's going to be so far behind because now Zatai is just going to force another full wave of experience in CS underneath that tower, and there's nothing Long can do.
Yeah, things not looking very good for Long at all. He was keeping pace, but now he's most certainly falling behind Zatai. This does mean there's a small window of opportunity for his teleport in a few minutes in which it will be up, but IG are already prepared for that. Now Unlimited Potential. Sketch is going to build this wave on the bottom side, though Kid continues to farm it up. I believe he still does have a CS lead. He takes some punishment from Kid. Eye of the Storm just giving some more damage, and no, in fact, Sketch closes that gap right back up, so at least Kog'Maw's getting some CS.
Both these AD carries, of course, have intense scaling pressure. That said, Vayne's going to be more oriented towards dueling and opening up maybe a 1-3-1 option if the circumstances are right, whereas Kog'Maw's going to have much more siege potential.
Oh, you just saw a quick glimpse of the gold on the bottom of the screen. It was even through just about everyone except for Zatai, who's a solid 600 gold ahead of Long. You can see that's working towards his completed Spectre's Cowl, and now a Ruby Crystal on top of that. He's building everything he can to counter Long's damage. I
mean, the good thing for Long in this case, you never want to be 0-2, obviously, but Rumble is going to be a level-dependent champion versus an item-dependent champion. So what I mean by that is someone like Aurelia is an item-dependent champion. It doesn't matter if Aurelia is 0-6. At one point, she's going to get her Trinity Force, and she's just going to do Aurelia things. Rumble is level-dependent. It's his equalizer that's going to matter for him. So you're looking at the any level that you can put multiple points in there, and then how you're going to affect the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, there's the gold flash once again. It's only down to about 500 now. Kakao's actually 600 gold ahead of Amy. And there's a 400 gold lead for Rookie from getting that kill, whereas Punished doesn't have any kills quite yet, so it is still fairly close in gold. You can tell it's only about a 1,400 gold lead, but all in all, because that gold's distributed among so many people, it's not netting any really tangible advantages for IG just yet. Dragon's now going to be up in about 2 minutes for IG. If they should look to contest it, they've got teleport on Zatai, they've got his Stand United as well. I think Long should also have his teleport at around that time too, so
yep,
things look good for UP.
We'll see how they position. Meanwhile, speaking of Stand United.
Lane Punished once again goes low, and Kakao with the coordinated dive from Zatai, the Echo Shen combo.
Yeah, really just abusing how tanky you can get with the Stand United, as well as having the reset available on Echo's ultimate. That's 2 dives back to back, and this is something that I was really curious about. When we first saw Echo hit the scene in the LPL, people were using him as a kind of like a burst poke mage as opposed to a true dive threat. And speaking of dive, here goes Kakao again.
He's going in once again, picks up the shield on his way under the turret, finds Sketch, will Kid land the condemn, he gets knocked up, so much CC is going down, and Kakao actually takes a few turret hits. He's got to be careful here, and successfully dissuaded by Hart.
Hold on, Amy's trying to get into position, but Rookie's quick on his tail.
Yeah, it would be a 3 versus 4, and with IG at such low health, they decide not to commit to it. They're just going to play it safe and continue to snowball the advantage they have.
But just how confident Kakao is to utilize Echo as the true dive threat, having that reset is really refreshing.
Yeah, you can see he did go for the Cinderhulk, now has picked up a Ruby Crystal into
Kindle Gem?
Kindle Gem, that's the one.
CDR and health,
yep,
which is incredibly important to Echo.
Especially when you're playing him like a dive champion.
Yeah, get more
Funny how that works. Yeah.
That's weird.
So we're almost elite seconds into the game. 13:37 is coming up. Dragon has just spawned, and nobody really looks like they want to contest it. Currently, IG have got minor vision advantage, but that's just because Amy doesn't really have a lot of wards down right now.
Well, they also forfeited their control over the Dragon area simply because Satai doesn't have Stand United or Teleport available. We'll see if Unlimited Potential have kept track of this, which is also why Kakao is trying to dissuade them by making sure that he secures that Scuttle Crab, because he wants to stall out this Dragon long enough that they get those 2 cooldowns available so they can get the numbers advantage back on the bottom side of the map.
Kakao shows himself bottom. Let's see if they decide to commit to the dive. There goes the parallel convergence once again. The Chronosphere pops. He takes the shield, tanking the turret. Sketch goes low, and he goes down. Kakao gets another kill for IG. Oh, Kog'Maw does get some damage across, but they might just lose this turret.
And Amy is nowhere to be found. Kakao 2-0-2, participating in 100% of his team's kills, putting them on the back, and Amy unfortunately can't make a play happen anywhere on the map. With him showing up top, this means a free Dragon, free tower, and free lead for Invictus Gaming.
Yeah, IG have got complete control over this early game. Kakao has been all over the map on this Echo, and with the last time we saw him take this Echo, it's really surprising that they decided to let this go through. He is so good at using the parallel convergence.
Likewise in farming, like the fact that he is 100% of his team's kills and he's dead even with Amy's farm, who, I mean, effectively that's all Amy's been doing, but hold on now.
Yeah, he takes some damage, forced to flash. The wall is long, provides chase. Let's see if he drops the equalizer. Nope, can't quite pull the trigger.
They have to rotate to mid now, otherwise they've just lost so much momentum.
See if Unlimited Potential can take that mid tier 1. Hart is waiting in the wings with Amy. You've already got Long and Punished trying to shred through the turret, but Rookie's there with his Pix wave clear. Turret's still standing.
Rookie caught out of position, is able to save himself with the flash, forces out the teleport of Long. Just a big blunder from Unlimited Potential. They did not have the same game plan and have not executed it as well as they did last game. That said, they'll still thrive in the big 5v5s, and we really haven't seen one yet from them.
Yep, that's where Unlimited Potential ended up taking their advantages in game number 1. The fact that they were able to ramp so hard with aggressive, powerful early skirmishes and ended up closing the game in quite a convincing manner this time around. They're not being allowed to get them as IG are just quicker to the draw. Kakao is everywhere, and with Zatai backing him up with the Stand United, there's really no chance for failure or turnaround for Unlimited Potential. IG now send their duo to the top side. Kakao's up there too. Kid actually gets tagged by concussive blows, but immediately turns it around, dodges the knockup. They dive this despite knowing that Amy's in the area. Kakao goes low. There's the Stand United. Do they decide to commit to it? It's 4 versus 3, but they're going to let it go and just focus on the turret instead.
Again, no reason to dive and look for the kills. They get what they came here for, which is the structure standing gold. That's 2 towers to 0 now in favor of IG, and they're starting to run away with this.
Yeah, they might look to continue pushing forward. Kakao and Kid doing some pretty moderate damage, especially with Eye of the Storm. Amy's going to try defending this, but Snowballs can only do so much against the raging fire that
just
is
ulted Amy.
Kid's doing so much damage. They're diving now. Amy's taking some serious damage. There's no chrono break for Kakao. The school zone is dropped, but Kakao is brought low. Monsoon goes down. No equalizer. Kakao makes it out alive.
Great Monsoon to reset that flag to allow Kakao to walk out of there, but IG keeping the pressure on. I like it.
Complete control of this one. 4,000 gold ahead right now, and without a single turret taken for unlimited potential, they're just falling further and further behind. Blade of the Ruined King has been finished on Kid. He's waiting in the bush right here. If Long gets a bit too far forward.
He wants that wall.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Oh, just barely missed the condemn. If he flashed.
Not quite the correct angle that he needed.
I think if he flashed, he could have gotten it.
Yeah, if he flashed.
Ta-doom. And then just drop the final hour and burn through that Rumble's health. Zatai finds Heart, though.
Are they fighting over a ward?
Yes, and they both get them.
It's fine. Heart got the pink word. Hashtag worth.
Most indubitably.
Indubitably. I can't. Aluminum.
I've never heard someone mess that word up so much.
Thank goodness.
Oh my god. The dive on the Long takes place. He doesn't stand a chance as Kakao cleans up yet another kill for Kid. Oh my god,
yeah.
for Kid.
Okay, at least my word was complex. That's 3 letters, sir.
I know. Anemone, right?
Anemone. Okay.
Anemone.
Poor Long. He's just looking around. His hands are up in his hair. Guys, where are you?
Yeah.
I'm getting 3v1'd up here in this top lane.
Yeah, he's looking pretty sour in that player portrait on the right. He's not having the best game this time around. Oh, first turret was taken by Unlimited Potential on that bottom side, though Kid looks to get revenge for that turret by taking the top tier 2. Heart uses the Unbreakable, but I don't know that he's going to be able to save the turret. Uses the Glacial Fissure. Did Kid dodge the knock-up?
Get him, Heart.
Oh, come on, get it, get it. Oh, yeah, turret goes down, and now they're going to turn onto Heart. He takes some big damage, but gets out alive.
Did Kid have his condemn right there? He could have stunned Heart into the base of the tower and gotten the kill right there.
Zoning condemn.
Okay. Unlimited Potential getting run around the map, and I feel like it's Amy. We're 19 minutes, closing on to 20 minutes in this game. He's sitting 0, 0, and 0. Kakao, again, still 100% kill participation. This is exactly what I was talking about. If you limit the jungle pool like this in the draft phase, and you don't prioritize Amy's champion pool, he's pretty low impact on Nunu. That's what I'll say. Low impact.
Low impact? Like a hard kick to the shin kind of low impact?
Trying to think of something like a blow-up dartboard. Low impact.
Oh boy. Well, he does have a Sightstone now, so at least he can finally start dropping some wards. And speaking of the vision for Unlimited Potential, take a look at Long on the top side. He is not getting dove again.
Like a waterproof hairdryer.
That's actually a really good idea.
No.
Because like if you put a hairdryer next to the bath and then it falls in, then that's terrible. But if it's waterproof, then it's fine. Because then you're just drying the water.
To be fair, Unlimited Potential, their composition is going to thrive in the 5v5, and they've yet to have one. We do have a dragon spawning in 4, 3, 2 seconds.
Uh-oh, parallel convergence goes out. Is Kakao going to take the leap of faith? He decides not to, and instead just decides to play it safe with the rest of his team. IG prepared and ready for this dragon. They've got Stand United. They're just buying time for the Shen split push.
Yeah, and Shen has a massive wave that will be building up, but hold on.
Ooh, he manages to land the stun onto Heart. Some big damage comes across. Kakao is brought low. Knockups left and right. He drops right into the team, but ends up going down. Shen decides to cancel the Stand United, and suddenly Unlimited Potential thriving in that team fight exactly as predicted. They pick up the kill onto Kakao. And Zatai is running across the map. Heart goes low. He's actually healed to stay alive. Rookie can't pick up the kill. He gets burned to a crisp by Sketch. Oh! Kid outplays majorly. Picks up 1 kill, but he might go down here. Shadow Dash lands on the Sketch. Zatai's finally joined the battle, but they're focusing Kid. He goes down. Kitties is running for his life. It just takes 1, and Zatai manages to get the kill. Zatai is going low. Sketch is knocked up. Will they get the kill? The knockup is not enough, and he gets out alive.
A huge misplay from Zatai right there to cancel the Stand United and not be on the same page as his team fight. We talked about, okay, What has happened over this game? We haven't had a 5v5. Where does Unlimited Potential's composition thrive? On this Dragon Pit. From a gold deficit, they strike, they thrive, and they win.
Yeah, they most certainly do. Satai comes
Get in there.
back with the home card. That is the best run animation I have ever seen. Oh my gosh.
I'm really partial to Warwick's run animation because he just kind of like lumbers everywhere.
Okay, so Dade made up for that mistake by picking up the kill on the sketch, but they did give up that second dragon now, and Unlimited Potential managed to get a lot of gold for themselves.
Yeah, he picks up a kill. They lose the dragon. That was his blunder, and IG are now on the Baron.
They're on the Baron, and oh my gosh, Hart is running to the pit. He gets a ward over the wall. Is he going to be able to make it in time to help defend it? IG are committing to this. There goes the AoE. Parallel convergence is dropped. Kakao turns on the punish. Cleanse keeps Punish alive. Will they be able to drop Punish? Kid is zoned away effectively. So much AoE gets dropped. Kitties goes down, but Kid is still alive. He's locked in all of this AoE. Finally, he's going to... No, he's still alive. 250 health, and he's still dancing around the edge of this fight while the rest of his team kites it out. Punish trying to clean it up as best he can, but Kid is unstoppable.
This is a 4v5, however, in Invictus Gaming's favor, and they barely come up ahead. Here comes Sketch.
Ooh, Hart looking to go forward here. Can't quite find the target he was looking for, and as you mentioned, Sketch with the fresh respawn and a full bar of mana is going to zone them away.
Just sitting and spitting. The Kog'Maw.
Yep.
Yep.
Here's a replay.
This was an excellent parallel convergence. Gets right onto the back line, forcing Punish back, but this is what I like. The equalizer splits up the fight for Invictus Gaming. Chaos Storm comes down, just completely deletes Janna. Invictus Gaming now have split up their fight. They managed to keep Kid alive. But again, this is a 4v5, and look at how close this is.
An incredibly intense game between IG and Unlimited Potential. It's still 5,000 gold in favor of IG, but 2,000 of that is on the map in the form of those Tier 1 turrets. Still available for Unlimited Potential to take if they manage to win a team fight. And that is where Unlimited Potential would thrive in those team fights. We haven't seen a lot of them earlier on, but it might just be time for them to start turning the heat up as they find some damage onto the mid-tier 1. Kakao drops the parallel convergence, zones away the rest of Unlimited Potential. Despite there being 4 members of UP here, they cannot quite break down that tier 1. Oh, looks like Sketch.
Scumbag kitties.
He wants it. He wants it so bad.
What is Amy doing? He's getting a scuttle crab instead of helping his team siege by blood boiling the Kog'Maw.
Because vision is so important. It is so important.
Okay, we're going back up in the river.
Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Nope. What? Is he trying to kill it by only auto-attacking? Oh, yeah, he is. He is indeed. There he goes. Finally gets it. Did he smite? He did. Okay, so...
There's no dragon. He's fine.
Yeah, Amy just looking for stuff to do.
Inflate... Oh. Hold on. Amy, 100% kill participation.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's replacing his stat from the previous game? Or no, that was Lamey.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, so things slowing down just a little bit now. IG, despite having complete control over the mid-game, were not in quite a solid position that they were able to propel completely through the mid-game, but they still can transition exceptionally well.
The Ghost Blade on Kid there for his Vayne. Again, that item's going to give you a pretty absurd mid-game power spike, not going to have the same longevity into late game as a Phantom Dance or a Static Shiv will. Will also help him reposition. Again, if this composition is about speeding this Vayne up, making sure that he stays alive, that'll work in tandem
that's what
with
we
that
saw
idea.
during their last team fight when they were at the Baron. The fact that he was able to reposition himself properly despite being caught in all of the AoE from Unlimited Potential and surviving.
That's what it was. It was the Ghost Blade. Thank goodness he had it.
A very solid item for Kid. She thinks the same thing. She agrees. That was the face palm of approval.
It's working out for him. Again, it's just, I mean, it fits with the theme and the idea of what they're trying to accomplish with their composition. So I understand the logic behind it. We'll just see if the execution is consistent.
Oh, he's getting some great damage onto this tier 2. Looks to actually burn it down. Unbreakable finally zones him away. They turn now. Will they be able to land the stun? No, he's forced to flash.
See?
And get out of there.
And he gets out because he popped it. Made him run faster.
I told you. That's how it was, because he had to tumble back to the wall in order to flash over it, though Kakao not done quite yet. Turns on to Sketch, but doesn't have any follow-up from Kid. There's no flash nor Yomu, so Kakao's basically going 1v2.
Easily just walks away from that one. Invictus Gaming trying to buy time, see if they can get any free damage, which Kid did get a significant amount of damage done on that bottom tier tower before this dragon will be spawning in 30 seconds. It's not done yet.
Yes. In 30 seconds it will be. It's incubating.
So we talked about where do Unlimited Potential thrive in the big 5v5s. They specifically have a, that is a, oh.
Pretty wicked gold lead. 1,300 for Kakao, 1,200 for both Rookie and Kid, and very big gold lead for Zatai.
Needs to be participating in these team fights this time around, though.
Yeah.
Connect with that Stand United.
If the target you're Stand Uniting
dies,
do you complete it?
No, it really depends. Like, it has to be like right on it. But if he Stand United someone and they die, then you don't.
So the time that I think he canceled it, I don't think he actually canceled it. I think Kakao actually died.
Kakao's to blame. Oh, well, to be fair, then he shouldn't
guy.
be Stand Uniting those targets.
It worked out so well for him in the early game, though it looks like... Wait, are IG getting a free Baron?
Yes.
IG are getting a free Baron. Unlimited Potential have no vision control. What happened to the Scuttle Crab you had, Amy? That Scuttle Crab has let you down. A fight breaks out, and Kakao is deep into the front line once again. Stand United again being used on Kakao.
He got the crab.
He finally gets in. The crab is secured. There's so much AoE. Rookie still alive in the back. Let's see if Kid can shred through. Exhaust is buying time. He's standing on the AoE, but is doing so much damage, and IG are going to be cleaning this fight up. Unlimited Potential are running for their lives long. Still making it out alive. Kakao goes low, and he's actually still alive. And oh my gosh, it's complete chaos. Kid provides chase, dodges the AoE. Will they be able to catch Punished? It takes one. Glitterlands, it takes one. And ace for Invictus Gaming.
The free Baron, the free ace, and now the free mid tower as they are marching up that with a sizable creep wave. Here we go. Here's the replay. All I care about is the Scuttle Crab take. So great engagement from Kakao. Amy's going to step forward. He's just actually grabbing the Scuttle Crab with the Consume to get health back. Just so everyone's aware. But just look at the AoE damage. Rookie with a fantastic wild growth to immediately interrupt to the absolute zero. But more importantly, Kid has been sitting in the back just completely untouched as Kakao and Zatai create a perfect front line for him to just run through Unlimited Potential.
Yeah, Kid is doing some serious work in this match. And oh man.
That was a beautiful dodge.
Yeah, it really was. Having the presence of mind to get out of there. Rookie getting the ace. That's Baron and an ace secured for Invictus Gaming. They've got complete control over this one. Now Dragon has just spawned. Let's see if Hart... Ooh, he actually tags it to start it out. Could he try to sneak this Dragon before IG can respond? Kakao is there. Oh man, Kakao, what are you doing? You're 1v3 here.
He's got no fear.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't even have flash. Lands a stun. Is he going to be able to steal this away? There's no way. He's got to fight. Oh, there's the Stand United. They turn it into a fight, and he steals the Dragon. IG are turning this into a crazy fight as Kakao and Zatai going 2v5 until Kid shows up with the rest of his team. They're going to clean up yet another fight, and IG are running away from this game. And oh my gosh. What?
Kakao is dominating Unlimited Potential right now. Just the style points, especially on the back half of that team fight, to E back over the wall, lands directly on top of Sketch and just pops him like a balloon.
Can they end the game? They're rushing to end the game. They're looking for the Nexus turrets right now. Kakao and Rookie are getting onto it. It's going to be close. It's 15 seconds before the death timers are back up. Here comes Hart. He's the first man to make it up in time. The Nexus is exposed. They're going to try burning through. Is it a 1-for-1? And yeah, it seems like it might be. Invictus Gaming take the win over Unlimited Potential.